Let's be honest. Men have been conditioned to think that if they want a woman's attention, they need to chase. Text first, call first, keep the conversation going. But what if you did the opposite? What if you pulled back, stopped texting, and left her wondering where you went? That's when you'll see a woman's real nature come out. Here's the game changer. Most men think silence equals defeat. They assume that if they stop talking to a woman, she'll just forget about them. But the truth? Women don't just move on like that. Their psychology doesn't work the way most men think. When you stop talking to her, her mind goes into overdrive. She starts analyzing, questioning, and most importantly, reacting. And those reactions? They'll tell you everything you need to know about her level of interest. This is where most men get it wrong. They believe that keeping a woman engaged is the key to attraction. In reality, distance can create far more intrigue than constant attention ever will. Why? Because humans, especially women, are wired to desire what they can't fully have. When you stop talking, she starts to feel something. She wonders, doubts, and yes, even starts to chase. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly what happens when you go silent on her. Whether she's an ex, a girl you've been casually dating, or someone who seemed interested but started pulling away. Her response to your absence reveals everything about where she truly stands. If you've ever felt like you were putting in all the effort while she sat back, this is going to change the way you approach relationships forever. Because the truth is, attraction isn't built by chasing. It's built through mystery, value, and emotional control. Master these, and you'll never have to wonder where you stand with a woman again. Now let's dive in. Here's exactly what happens when you stop talking to her. Number 1, she starts watching you closely. The moment you stop talking to her, she starts, stalking you. You may think she's moved on, that she doesn't care, but trust me, she's paying attention. Women are naturally observant, and when a man who used to give them attention suddenly goes silent, their curiosity kicks into high gear. She may not text you, and she may act like she's unbothered, but make no mistake, she's watching. She's checking your social media more than ever. If you post a story, she's one of the first to view it. If you update your status, she's reading between the lines. Even if she doesn't like or comment on your posts, she's still watching. Why? Silence makes a woman feel uncertain. When you were talking to her, she knew exactly where she stood with you, but now she's questioning everything. Did you lose interest? Are you seeing someone else? These thoughts create emotional tension, and that tension, it leads to attraction. It's not just online either. If you're in the same social circle or see her in person, you'll notice subtle changes. She may glance at you more often, pretend not to notice you, or show up in places where she knows you'll be. She wants to see what's going on with you, even if she won't admit it. Number 2, she tests you with a random text. At first, she might not react immediately. She may pretend not to notice your silence, but after a while, that silence starts to get to her. And when she can't take it anymore, she'll send you a random text. This text won't be deep or emotional. In fact, it may seem completely pointless, something like, "Hey, what's up?" or even just a meme. But it's not about what she says. It's about why she's saying it. This message is a test. She's checking to see if you're still there, still interested, still available. Women don't like uncertainty. Your silence has created it, and now she's trying to fill that gap. When you go silent on a woman, a powerful shift happens. She goes from thinking she has control to wondering if she's lost it all. Here's the truth. Silence creates uncertainty. And when she's uncertain, she needs to know one thing. Are you still an option? Now, what happens if you immediately reply, especially with excitement? You've failed the test. You've just reassured her that you're still available whenever she wants. But what if you don't respond right away, or you give a short, low-effort reply? That's when things change. Suddenly, she's feeling something she didn't expect. The fear of losing you. Let's say you used to text her every day, but now you've gone quiet. Days pass, maybe even a week, and suddenly you get a text saying, "Hey, stranger." She might pretend it's casual, but deep down, she's hoping you'll bite. She wants to see if you're still affected by her. Most men make the mistake of jumping on this opportunity. They assume that because she texted, she's interested again. But not necessarily. Sometimes all she wants is to confirm that she still has power over you. If you rush in, you'll give her exactly what she's after: control. And guess what? She'll pull back just as fast. Instead, the right move is to stay indifferent. If you reply at all, keep it short and neutral. No emojis, no excitement, no validation. Something simple like, "What's up?" or "All good?" By doing this, you flip the dynamic. Now she is wondering, what's going on with you? This small shift in power makes a huge difference. It forces her to see you as someone she has to work for, not a guy who's waiting for her. When a woman starts feeling like she has to earn your attention, that's when you become valuable in her eyes. Number 3, she posts to get your attention. Silence creates curiosity. When a woman feels like she's no longer the center of your attention, she'll look for ways to pull you back in without being obvious. One of the easiest ways to do this? Social media. Out of nowhere, her posts become more frequent and calculated. One day, it's a stunning selfie. The next, it's a quote that sounds just a little too personal. Something about losing interest, moving on, or not chasing what isn't meant to be. Suddenly, she's living her best life. Even if just days before, she was bored and complaining. Everything she shares has one goal: to get inside your head. She doesn't want to message you directly because that would show her hand. Instead, she's testing to see if you're still paying attention, still affected by her presence. Now here's where most men fall into the trap. They see her selfie and immediately like or comment. They assume that emotional quote is about them and feel compelled to respond. Some even get jealous when she posts about spending time with other guys. The moment you engage, she gets exactly what she wanted: your attention. Now she knows she still has power over you, but when you don't react at all, that's when the dynamic shifts. She starts checking to see if you viewed her story. She wonders why you haven't acknowledged her latest post. She might even post more, trying to push the right buttons to get a response from you. But instead of pulling you back in, she ends up thinking about you more than before. The moment you stop feeding her need for validation, she feels the difference. And that's when the real chase begins. At first, she might brush it off, but over time, she'll wonder, why isn't he reacting? Has he moved on? Does he not care anymore? That's when the power dynamic shifts. Number 4, she acts like she doesn't care. Everything about her seems normal. She's not texting, not checking in, not showing any signs of missing you. If anything, she looks happier than ever, laughing, posting, living life as if nothing happened. But here's what you need to understand. If a woman genuinely moves on, she won't need to prove anything. She won't act indifferent to make a point. She'll just move on without any fanfare. When she suddenly starts acting like she doesn't care, it's often because she wants you to start questioning if she ever did. She's testing you in silence. She's trying to see if your ego can handle it. Will you reach out? Will you try to fix things? Will you chase her? Most men fall for this game. They panic, overanalyze every little thing. Has she really moved on? Was I just a phase? And the moment you start thinking like that, you're already losing. Why? Because now, instead of standing firm, you're considering breaking the silence just to see where she stands. And the second you do that, she wins. Here's the truth. Real detachment doesn't need to be performed. A woman who has truly moved on won't need to make sure you notice. She won't send silent signals or act indifferent. She'll just be gone. So what do? You match her energy. Stay focused on your life. If she wants to act indifferent, let her. The moment you refuse to chase, the pressure shifts onto her. Now she's wondering, why isn't he reaching out? Did he move on? Was I not as important as I thought? And that's when the cracks start to show. Because if she truly didn't care, you wouldn't be on her mind at all. Women are experts at understanding emotions on a deep level, and they know exactly how to get a reaction from you. One of the most common tricks? Making you jealous. When a woman feels like she's losing your attention, she might create a situation where you feel like you're missing out. Suddenly, she casually mentions other men. Maybe talking about how funny someone at work is or how interesting a guy at the gym seems. She doesn't outright say she's interested, but the message is clear. Other men are giving her attention. Now, the average guy will fall right into this trap. He starts feeling uneasy and wonders if she's moving on. His emotions get involved, and soon enough, he's trying to win her attention back. Big mistake. By showing jealousy, you confirm exactly what she wanted. You still care. And once she knows that, she has the upper hand again. But here's the key. If she genuinely liked this other guy, she wouldn't be telling you about him. She wouldn't need to ensure you know he exists. Women don't advertise their true interests. They pursue them. So when she's dropping hints, it's not because she's moving on. It's because she's testing your reaction. Think about it. Imagine you're talking to a girl you're really into. Would you stop mid-conversation to text another woman about how amazing she is? Of course not. You're focused on the person in front of you. The same logic applies here. If she's broadcasting her interest in someone else, it's likely just a performance. A classic example. You haven't heard from her in days, then out of nowhere she posts a picture with a guy. It's not overly romantic, but just enough to make you wonder. Maybe a hand on her shoulder or a caption that hints at something more. She knows you'll see it and is waiting to see what you'll do. The weak move would be to react, texting her, asking who he is, or making passive-aggressive comments. The smart move? Do nothing. Keep your composure. Let her wonder why you're not affected. Because the second she realizes her attempts to make you jealous aren't working, she starts questioning her position. Number 5, she comes back. But on her terms. At first, she might seem like she's done. She ignores you, acts like she doesn't care, or even tries to make you jealous. But then, she comes back, but only when it suits her. Here's where many men mess up. The moment she reaches out, they jump at the opportunity, thinking it means she wants them back. But in reality, she's just testing if she still has access to you. Women don't always come back because they want you. They come back because they don't want to lose you. That's a big difference. If she truly saw your worth, she wouldn't have played games in the first place. So if she comes back with no apology and no accountability, it's not because she's realized her mistakes. It's because she wants to see if you'll accept her back with no effort. Don't make this mistake. Don't welcome her back with open arms. Don't tolerate inconsistency. Stand firm. Show her that you have self-respect and that she needs to step up if she truly wants a place in your life. Number 6, she tries to move on, but it's just a game. Eventually, she might stop waiting for you to reach out. She'll stop posting for your attention, and maybe she even tries to convince herself she's over you. She might jump into a new relationship or talk about how great life is without you. But here's the thing. That's not true moving on. That's her trying to force it. When she's pretending to be fine, it's often just a reaction to your silence. She's trying to distract herself, not heal. And if you react to her new relationship, you lose. You confirm that she still has an effect on you. And once she sees that, she regains control. The best response? Do nothing. Stay grounded, stay focused. If she truly moves on, then so be it. A woman who can leave that easily wasn't fully invested in the first place. But if she was pretending, the act will eventually fade. And when it does, she'll be the one questioning what she lost. Stay strong, stay focused. A woman never truly moves on until she finds someone who makes her feel something deeper than you did. And honestly, that rarely happens. She might distract herself or pretend, but deep down, she knows when she's lost something valuable. So your best move? Stand firm. Don't let her dictate when you're worth her time. The moment you pull back, you force her to confront reality. Either she steps up or she fades away. Either way, you win. Have you ever experienced a woman coming back after you stopped chasing? Or did she pretend to move on while secretly watching your every move? Drop your story in the comments. I'll be checking them out. Stay strong, stay focused, and always move with purpose. If you want to dive deeper into these strategies, join my community. Link in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.